Watch how you speak on my name, you know?
Good morning. How are you all? Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, the night owls, the night owls. I don't know what it is. I've been like this all my life. Like, seriously. I literally get a burst of energy around 9 p.m. It's really crazy or whatever, but I've always felt like you can, get more done at night and think to yourself, not have too many people bothering you and things. But anywho, today has been eventful. Hmm. Well, and this really is not in I told you so. I mean, to me, it was obvious. It's just, and that's not a slight to anybody. If it's just really, if you take into consideration the nature of YouTube and just how shit runs around here, it's just very seldom. You have to work at creating genuine connections. I think sometimes we like to rush things too much and then things get all crazy and woo. But anywho, I really didn't even come here to talk about all that. Well, let me speak to everybody. Hey, Jackie. Hey, sis. That's my big sis right there. How you doing? Hope everything is well with you and yours. Hi, Anna. Hey, Global. Let me make sure y'all can't hear me right. Because y'all know I'm ditzy with this sometimes. Anna. Oh, Wild Seed. I thought I had you blocked. But welcome. Hey, Sour Patch. Hey, Chakra King. Welcome, welcome. Everybody in the bushes. Everybody that'll see this later. I know I say this every time. I'm not going to hold you too long. Because it's really not too much to say. But I did see ZX's video earlier. Um, and I had commentary on it. And I think I heard a comment of something along the lines as just disappear, go away. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. You can't tell people things like that, especially when they were here before you. Um, and I understand that it may bother you to see me or Coco or Jackie or anybody running around these YouTube streets. Um, and I get how that can make you feel uncomfortable, but considering that you broke the trust, you broke the loyalty, I am no longer obligated to give a damn about what you like and dislike. And that's not really a slight or me trying to be petty or anything like that, because I'm really not upset. I'm really not. I still think that there is a huge miscommunication. I mean, I did a 5-hour live stream. I don't know how. And I appreciate everybody who hung in with me on that one, because, yeah, that definitely was supposed to be 5 hours. But I mean, I thought that I have made myself very clear what I had an issue with. I feel like things are still getting jumbled in. And I understand why ZX is thinking the way he is and why he feels that he's still going along with this whole idea that we were just so against, him joining teams with somebody that everybody just left. When I have said time and time again that everybody have their own individual issues, everybody fell back for their own reasons, and I wasn't even speaking to anybody at the time I fell back. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but believe how you wish, because I know you have an ego, CX. But I really wouldn't even waste my time addressing it, but you have apologized. And I've been told a couple of times. Um, and well, long story short, I really can't accept the apology because I'm not really sure what you're apologizing for. And it's not that I even just really require an apology. I'm more so the type of person that just needs acknowledgement. Like, you ain't got to apologize, because I definitely don't want you to apologize for something um, that you are unsincere about, because that would just make the situation worse. And, you just might as well not apologize at all. Um, but I think what I heard tonight was, Nikki, I'm sorry, you were right. Okay. Um, well, I knew was right long ago, because, Ray Charles could have seen all this shit coming. Um, and it really, honestly, truly was just out of trying to protect you and keep this shit from happening and keep them from messing up our little happy little situation, our little family we had going on. Now everything is fucked up. Um, and again, I'm not trying to do, and I told you so, but I just don't think you get it. I still don't think you understand. And to be quite honest, um, I'm really kind of irritated because some of the former mods, or not the former mods, but some of the mods in your chat now that were around when I was around and I've had conversations with, um, like, they know what's up. They know what's up. They know what's up. I'm not sure why anybody is not like, I feel like ain't nobody being straight up with you. Honestly, I don't understand. I'm like, I pray to God that y'all are just really telling him what he needs to hear on the back end, because this road this road is not right. And it's like I give a fuck, but I don't. People thinking that it's, just all about ZX, but no, it was more about like all the relationships that we built there. Um and just love and care for the platform that, we all played a part in working hard to get to a certain level. And it's just, I don't want to see it go out like this. And I feel like he will listen if you all tell him. Now, see, before I went live, I had all this in my head perfectly, of course. And now my mind just went blank. I should have just wrote it down. But let me say this. As far as the apology, um, I'm not trying to be petty. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be a bitch, which you may go ahead and call me all those things, but you of all people should know that I don't really care about that type of stuff. Um, I can't accept the apology because you apologized because you said, I'm right. I guess you were saying you were wrong. And like, okay, like, come back. Like, but I didn't need an apology because I just wanted to be right. Like, that was not the point. And that wasn't the reason why I left. Everybody had their own particular situations on why they left. And I felt like if people were being honest with you, you would know that. So you wouldn't keep running around with this narrative that is just factually not true, especially on my end. Um, I didn't like the way I didn't have an issue with you merging with somebody or getting with another content creator, this, that, and the other. We have been through this several times. And I will tell you, like, hey, be careful, watch out for this, guard yourself, protect yourself, woody, woody, woo. And you will have to go out there and find out on your own. And then you'll come back and then I'll fix it. We have been through that. That's what we've been doing for the past 3 years. It's not anything new, this situation. It's just different names. So to make it seem as though like I would have such a huge issue with it this time is just disingenuous, especially when you know the history, especially when you know the conversations that we have been having for the past few months, way before anybody else new came around. You can look back at the text messages and see that. Like, I'm just not understanding. I'm thinking maybe you have to say that to guard your ego, or maybe you're worried about how things look. I'm not really sure, but I have every right to speak my piece. Everybody's talking about me, what I'm going to do, how I'm thinking, how I feel, this, that, and the other. I should be able to speak my piece as well without any issues. But if it is, then I deal with that too. But as of right now, I'm really trying to get you to understand that it's not about me being right. I'm already knowing how you think. You got to go out there. You're going to do what you're going to do. And, you're going to find out for yourself. We have had that conversation thousands of times. My issue was how you was going about it. Not exactly what you was doing, but how you was going about it and the treatment of the mods. I just didn't think that was right. I felt like there was a change in you. I felt like you threw them under the bus. And please understand that, it wasn't anything that I was taking personal, because when he cursed out the mods, I mean, I'm being honest, I knew he wasn't talking to me. Like, I mean, ZX, no, he know I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, so it was really just me, like, hold up, like, they don't deserve that. Um, and we've had that conversation, this, that, and the other. So I don't really want to keep on going through that, but um, I left not too long after that. After that first situation with when brown skin, Black Fabe, I sent him a nasty text, cursed him out. He cursed me out. A couple of weeks passed by. Then he did the apology video / explanation video to Fi about how Google had blocked her. And really, that's when I had fell back. I never came back around, so I really wasn't around for the whole mod stuff. And it's like he keeps merging all of that into everything, and it's just not that. But I'm just saying, like, that is not my issue. My issue wasn't what you did. It was how you went about doing it, and how I thought it was a change in you. And I'm a big believer in teaching people how to treat you, and I'm big on respect, especially if I'm giving it, and I feel like the ladies and the people in the chat, they were, we've always been respectful of your wishes. Um, we've always, the chat had a reputation for being welcoming into, to everybody. So, like, the aggression, it was just a change in the aggression, and it was like it was just a little too much. Plus, I had my own little shit going on, and I chose to fall back for whatever reason. Even, let's just say it's for whatever reason you said, I chose to fall back. I did not get upset until I get phone calls about things that you were saying to other mods about me. That's my issue. That's when I brought it to the platform, because I wanted you to tell me what you were telling them behind my back. When at that point I hadn't said anything to you, I hadn't said anything negative. I wasn't even talking to the other mods. They were calling me for days on end before I even just like responded, because I didn't want to make any waves. And plus, like I said, I had personal shit going on. I fell back. And so then to come back and listen to all these videos, get down or lay down, and all like, it was just so much. I just didn't understand where all the aggression was coming from. I think we had a group of really respectful people. Like nobody just really just got too rowdy. Um, and as I said, your wishes was pretty much always respected. And even if you did feel the need to get irritated, I just didn't feel like it was just, either way it go, I made the choice to fall back. And if that's what I want to do, I should have been fine to do that. But you cannot look over the fact of what you were doing behind the scenes. There were no need, which you still haven't answered to, for you to go to different minds gossiping. That was my issue. I don't know how all this shit keep getting glanced over, or why people keep talking about, oh, you just want to control, oh, you were in love, all of that shit. Not to mention the fact that you kind of fed into a lot of those narratives that you knew was bullshit. I have never, ever, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, gave ZX any type of clue that I was romantically interested in him. So for him to come out and say that just based off of anger, it showed me a lot. And I'm going to be super duper honest. For the mods that I really don't have no issue with, I don't. It's just that, like, if we're going to be real about this shit, be real about it. Y'all saw what was going on. To this day, I still haven't did anything to hurt this man. I could have. I know how this shit worked. I could have ran from panel to panel. I could have ran it up, did live after live, this, that, and the other. Like, but that wasn't my point. It really wasn't my point. All I wanted to do was speak my piece. But every time I tried to speak my piece, I got threatened. I got threatened to get doxxed and called all kind of bitches and hoes and this, that, and the other, when I'm really just trying to straighten out what I feel like to be false narratives. And so when you all tell me, Nikki, come back, oh, it's okay, never mind, just come back, and knowing that those types of things haven't even been acknowledged, if you can't even acknowledge it, then how the hell I'm supposed to know you're not going to do it again? And that's why I say I can't accept the apology for you saying, well, you were right, I was wrong, I apologize. Because that wasn't even my issue. It really wasn't. It was how you handled this situation, the things that you were doing behind the scenes. It was no problem if I was gone and you say just gone, just disappear, this, that, and the other. Technically, that's really what I did. Now, everybody else who got an issue or whatever, you should talk to them about that. Because when they were talking to me, I wasn't the only person with an issue. And so I'm just saying, I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm just been sitting back looking, peeping the scene. And it's crazy how I get blamed, Coco, Jackie get blamed for, just not wanting the channel to grow, and just getting upset and just walked away and all of that, when in all actuality there was only one person, actually two, but one person that I spoke to who actually had an issue with you joining forces with Phi Babe and the new people that you modded up. And the crazy part about that is that person is actually still in your chat, still a mod, and ain't said shit, but had a lot to say that day. And I just really think that's kind of fake. Like, no beef, but like I just can't get with that. I really can't. So, I don't know. I know y'all got love for him and all of that. And maybe it's one of those situations to where, y'all speaking to him on the back end or this, that, and the other. But y'all know this situation is the way he's presenting. That's not it. And the way I feel about this situation is that I didn't do anything to this man. I didn't do anything against him. The way he jumped out the window on me is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. And again, I look at people crazy when you tell me to come back to that. I really do. Because I don't, like you couldn't possibly give a fuck about me. Like you just couldn't. And it's just weird to me because some of those same people were the same people that were telling me, oh, I got issues about this, that, and the other. Did you tell him that? The people want to know. It just seems real weird, and it's like it's kind of irritating a little bit because, like, honestly, like, I'm not trying to start no shit or whatever, but y'all, like, you're doing him a disservice because you got him walking around here thinking it's something that it's not. And in my opinion, it's not coming off as a good look. But if y'all down for him, then, like, I didn't bullshit with ZX. I told him what the hell it is. Now he did what the hell he wanted to do or whatever, but I never lied to him. Never. I never bullshitted him. I never just told him what the hell he wanted to hear because I knew that wasn't what's best for him. And to be serious, like, if you just really look at the situation, just step back and look at the bigger picture, like I always tried to do, I would advise him to walk lightly, but again, maybe I'm overstepping my boundary. I'm not part of the team anymore. But I mean, it's like all this jumping out the window, like y'all gotta calm down. Some gotta stop. Like it's just too much. It's too much. But I need to start looking at the damn chat. Jalea Mink. You know, I can't say that I was surprised that he did me bad. Because again, I've always known what he was capable of. Honestly, I thought he knew better. I thought he knew better. I don't react to things like everybody else, like most people may do, or how people want me to. Um, that's just not really how I move. I don't like to be too predictable in my movements. Um, so I just sit back and I just lay back and watch and see how shit unfold or whatever. But yeah, he jumped out the window. And what really made me go live, because of course I'm just rambling because I didn't write down anything. But what really made me go live is that I'm looking at the live and I'm seeing how it's going down. And it is what it is. And at first it was like, Nikki, come back. And people in the chat, come back. And so you can tell he gets a message. And as soon as he got that message, it's like he threw the phone down and was like, fuck Nikki. I ain't missed nothing. I ain't missed nothing. Like, see how, like, damn, the switch just that damn quick. Like, god damn. Like, that's why I can't accept the apology, because you're really not sorry. Like, you're really not sorry, because he don't think he did anything wrong. He don't understand. It's like, to me, I didn't see no accountability taken in that situation. And that's not, come on now. You know better than that, ZX. Like, seriously. You ain't gonna take no accountability? None. Well, at least that was my perception, you know. However you choose to move about that, you know, that's your business. It's no longer my concern. Um, Let me go ahead and drop the link. Like I said, I didn't want to be here too long, because I was here way too long last time. And also, I did want to just tell everybody then, welcome to Analyzing with Nikki Pope, where we will be busting the heads of perverts, molesters, murderers, criminals, racists, politicians. Like, please don't ever get it understood. You know, don't ever trip. Like, you know, I like to be on my shit. I like to be on my shit, but I like to do it to people who actually deserve it, you know? Like, we have too many just jacked up people out here, too many crazy ass cult leaders. Nature Boy is not the only cult leader out here. You know, it's just more things that we should be aware of. And I just feel like, you know, we should all get together and use our skills towards something that will actually help and not hurt. I am not you all's enemy, and I do not feel like you all are my enemy. I know y'all feel like I have done a whole bunch of stuff. I promise you, I have not done as much as you think I have. But if y'all want to have a conversation about that, we maybe can do that tomorrow, because I'm getting sleepy. But hold on, let me get this link out here. Oh, I already dropped it. Who is that? No, you're not gonna come up here with my own profile picture. That ain't nobody but Vic. Vic, like, I ain't got no issue with you. Like, I'm not gonna cuss you out every time I see you anymore. But me and you are not teammates. I said thank you, and that's what that meant. That didn't mean that we was best friends now. That didn't mean that we was teammates. That didn't mean that all was forgiven. Um, yeah, you still on punishment. Like, you did a lot, dude. You did a lot. I mean, I did some shit too. But yeah, I'm not ready for that. I don't like to rush things. We just see how the shit go. Anywho, is there anybody else? Oh, well, fucking. I don't even have a cover. Say something.
You know it's me.
I don't know that. Don't come in here with your Barry White and shit. And then next thing you know, tomorrow you'll be telling everybody she got feelings for me. I don't want to hear that shit. Put some bass in your voice. I don't want nobody getting the wrong picture, because you know how you like to exaggerate sometimes.
When did I ever call you a bitch?
What?
When did I ever call you a bitch?
Bitch, I'll play the tape. I'll play the tape,
I
bitch.
never said bitch, I'll play the tape. I said, when did I
Block
ever
that
call you a
bitch out
bitch?
my chat.
I never called you a bitch, Nikki. I never called you a hoe, Nikki. I never called you a bitch or a hoe. And you can say I
Am I
said a lot of
tripping?
things. Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, you tripping. The videos are up. If you could point it out to me, I thought that's what you was gonna do the last time that we talked. You was gonna pull the videos up and show me this, that, and the other.
Yeah. Um, I actually had planned on doing that, but
Okay.
the stream went totally somewhere else, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I really just didn't care anymore or whatever, because I felt like I had
Okay.
said my point of view or whatever. But if you want to do that, we can do that.
No, I mean,
We can
whatever
do it
you want to
because
do. Whatever
I
you.
sent you text messages of things that you said that you didn't say, and I went and found those things and I text them
Mm,
to you, and
okay.
that's how we got into it the last time, because you didn't want to address it. You just said fuck it. You just want to be mad. I'm like, no, I want you to address what was said.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll address whatever you want. You got my number if
No,
you like.
no,
But I'm
no.
not. Listen. 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 I didn't come to argue with you. I'm just saying to you. I never called
Hmm.
you. I never called you a bitch. Never called you a hoe. Period. Now, anything else? I know you're a big girl. You can handle yourself out here. You know, I don't like the company you keep, but you're a big girl. You do what
Oh,
you
who is
want to
the
do.
company I keep?
Come on now.
No, go and put it out there.
I mean, look at your chat. look
Oh,
at
see,
your,
you be looking at the chat. I swear, I don't
yeah,
even
look
be
at your
looking at the
chat.
damn chat.
Yeah, look at your
We know
no,
what
but you
it
got to
is, but
peek at it. Yeah,
ZX, the thing
yeah.
about
But
it is the
listen,
same people that's in my chat be the same people
yeah,
in yours. So,
yeah. I
I mean,
know
what are you
under
saying?
different names, I block them. But
Right,
here's
but they still there.
right. Yeah, but they won't come in under their name. We ain't gonna do that. But I
Yeah,
mean,
but I
you
don't
big
care
girl. The
nothing about
point
all
being,
of that or whatever. And like,
right. The
this is just
point that I'm trying to make is you're a big girl. You can handle it. You know how to make your moves. You know how to move. And I wish you well in your endeavors. Um, but and you doing a Vic. You doing a Vic because you talking to me. I seen your schedule live and I stayed up. I
right.
stayed here laying here and I was
And
like,
why am I
because I
talking
seen,
to you through StreamYard?
yeah, you know I don't like that. But
I know yeah, but when you
yeah,
threaten to
but
play recorded tapes or whatever, I mean, what
now
do you expect me to do?
listen. What I'm trying to say to you is, and I'll let it go. I want to clear up a couple of things for you, just that you made statements tonight, because obviously you're reading so much that's not there. Um,
Really? Like what? Go ahead.
yeah, like for instance, um,
No, Goosey, not
during
right
my
now.
during my show,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention you other than to say, well, the reality is that Nikki was right, and we all knew that potential for
That's a
fly for.
lie.
I'm not coming up here to argue. I
I don't
Well,
give a
really am
fuck what
not.
you
we
coming up
don't
here
have
to
to
do. I said
argue.
All
that's a
right,
lie.
but
And
I'm telling
I
you,
heard it more than once, but
I'm
that wasn't
tell
even the point.
excuse me,
Exactly.
the point that I'm making is this. Tonight's show. Nobody mentioned Nikki other than to say you were right. And when we talked, we did talk about her potentially flipping it ain't gonna work, blah blah blah. We
Yeah.
did do that. You and
This
I.
isn't
I
that
don't
what
I
I
don't know about
responded
any.
to.
No, but my point
I'm
being
responding
is
to what you're
I get it.
saying.
I get it. But my point is
Okay,
only
well, you're
you and I
saying
were
like, well, nobody brought you up except for this, and I'm
no,
responding to that.
right, right. And so therefore I said you were right. Only you and I were on those phone calls when we talked about that potential. So
But what
that's
I'm
not a
telling
lie.
you is that you apologize for me being right. What I'm saying
I'm
is
not
that wasn't the
I
issue. I didn't
no,
care about being right. I cared
I'm not
about
trying
how
to
you treated the people who were
I get all of
loyal
I
to
get
you.
that. I get all of that part. I'm just trying to
You
clear
don't
up
want to
the thing.
deal with it.
It's not about dealing
You
with it.
want to stay focused on this narrative
I'm
that you done created to
I'm
continue to
trying
look good.
to just stay focused, which was you said that somebody text messaged me and I threw the phone down like
You did.
fuck Nikki. Why did that have to be about you?
Because you clearly said, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I
You want to
said
go
I
to the
don't care.
ops? If she want to go to the
No, no,
ops,
no,
how
no,
you
no, no,
loyal
no,
if she
no.
go to the ops?
Nikki,
And it's like when you start
Nikki,
talking
I'll
like
tell
that,
you
we
what,
used to laugh at people
Nikki,
talking about the ops.
Nikki, if you can again on that video, if you can
Uh-huh.
show me where I put that, threw my phone down, fuck her and all of that. That never happened. In reality, that was MBK. And he was telling me that 5A was going live to try and drain the room out from the 1K. And I was like, yeah, fuck her. And
Yeah,
I
that
threw the
was at the
phone down.
beginning. But
Well,
yeah,
the point,
I done been
no,
through
I'm
that of
telling you,
showing you
I'm,
what I've told
I'm,
you. I'm not gonna tell you something
but
I can't prove.
But I'm no, but you're telling me that at that moment when I received the text message and I said, fuck her, I don't give a damn, you took that personally when I wasn't even
Because
talking
you
to
said
you.
he ran to
I,
the
wa-
ops.
I, I think if you go back
That's what you
and
said.
I
That's what you
think
said.
if you,
That's what you said. You
I
said that.
think,
It's no think.
And I
That's what you
didn't
I
run
said.
to
It's
think
not
the ops.
if you
thinking. We
go
know what
back,
you said. That's what you
I
said.
think if you
Well,
go
yes, you would
back,
get a lot further if you just acknowledge
no, I'm
this.
not
Like
going to
it's clear as
argue.
That's like
I'm
that's
trying
you
not to
hella
argue.
weird.
go ahead.
Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come up here to argue with you or
We're
go
not
back and
arguing.
forth. No, but when I'm going to be quiet when you talk, I'm going to give you the courtesy because this is your panel. All right, I'm going to treat you the same way I want to be treated.
But you're not. You've been over talking her the whole time you've been up here, Vaughn. Stop. Cut that out. You think you can do what you want, say what you want, be how you want to be, and nobody can address you. And when you get addressed, you get in your feelings because your ego is out of control. But what I'm saying is, you need to check yourself. You don't have the right to come up here and question her about anything. Nothing. Not
Question
one thing. You
her.
don't have a right to question nobody about
Question
anything
her. Wait a
because
minute.
you
I
was the
mean,
one that was out of pocket.
what
You always out
question
of pocket.
what question did I ask her?
Whatever you doing, statements, whatever you doing, you don't have the
Okay.
right to do.
See, I'm just focused. I
You're not
don't go,
focused. You're not focused. You
Okay.
got played
Now,
tonight and you looking feel stupid.
Nikki,
That's what
I
it
ain't get
really is.
played
You got
shit.
played
I
and
ain't
you
get
look
played
stupid.
shit. And
You
you
look
getting the fuck out
stupid.
of order.
And we was
And I'm
waiting for it to
asking you
happen.
to
We
be
knew it was
fucking
going to happen.
quiet
We
while
was
I
waiting
talk
for
to
it. You played
Nikki.
yourself though.
I'm
That
not
ain't even play
talking
you.
to
You did
you.
it to
I'm
yourself.
talking to
You did it to
Nikki.
yourself. I don't care who
Shut
you
the
talking to. I'm
fuck
up here
up.
too, so I'm
No,
Shut
talking.
the
no, we're
fuck
not
up.
I'm
gonna
talking.
cuss. We're not
I'm
gonna
Okay?
cuss. We're
talking.
gonna restart.
Okay?
We're not
I've
gonna
been
do that.
trying to be polite.
Don't get look.
Oh, don't get
Calm
stupid. You
down.
know I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
Ain't no
about that. And
calm
fucking
don't
get
get out of
stupid.
pocket. Don't
No, you
play
don't get the
yourself,
fuck
Vaughn.
out of
because
Hey,
pocket.
Vaughn,
you
don't
say
play
what
You
you
don't
yourself.
want
get
to
the
say,
fuck
but
Don't
you
out
play
of
want
yourself,
pocket.
somebody
Vaughn.
else to say
Don't
what
No,
play
you
don't
yourself,
play
want.
Vaughn.
yourself.
Don't play
Don't
yourself,
play
Vaughn.
Relax. Just
Don't
yourself.
relax.
play
Look,
yourself,
let that
homeboy.
go.
Don't
Period.
do it
Like
to
period.
yourself.
No.
Don't do it to yourself.
Calm
Don't
down.
do it.
Calm
Don't do it.
down. Now
Don't
I
do
know
it.
you
No,
want.
you
Oh, you
need
Don't
to
gonna
be
do it.
blacking
unmute
her.
yourself.
Don't
Don't play
do
You
it.
your
gonna unmute yourself.
Don't
Like
do
don't
it.
do that. Don't do that. Like I'm really trying to have a conversation with
No,
you.
you're not.
Like
Because if
yes,
you
I
wanted to have
am.
a
I
conversation,
am.
you wouldn't
No,
have brought her
You
I
up
don't
here
get
on
to
can't
some
have a
dictate the
bullshit.
terms
conversation.
of how
You
people
wouldn't have brought
address
her
you.
up here on
Just like
some
people don't
bullshit.
get to dictate how you
You
address
did.
other people, you
No,
don't get to
Jackie,
dictate that to nobody.
Jackie,
Well, for
Jackie,
one,
Nobody.
let me
we
tell you
all
something.
used to have a
Jackie,
really good friendship.
yeah,
We ought to
but
be
let me
able to
tell you
have a
something. I'm
three-way
not your
conversation
fucking
because
son, and
Jackie
you
is
ain't gonna be
involved in
over
all of
talking me,
this.
Jackie. If I come up
I
here to
can do
talk
what
to
the
her,
fuck I
shut
want
the
to
fuck up.
do.
You used
I
to
can do what the
encourage
fuck
her
I
to
want to
do
do with
that.
If
your
I come
bitch
up
Like,
ass.
here to
You
talk,
a
what you
straight
right, but
say?
now you're
bitch.
changing your
You a
I'm a
mindset
straight
bitch.
because
bitch.
they
And
know.
I've
Oh,
been waiting
Okay,
okay.
so
And
long to
you
tell
got
okay.
you.
AIDS,
You a
bitch.
straight
And you
bitch. You a straight
Are you
and
bitch.
calling
you
people
got
You a
bitches now?
AIDS.
straight bitch.
Like,
You
You
a
stop.
got
straight
fucking
bitch.
AIDS.
You
You
straight,
got
you a
AIDS,
straight
bitch.
bitch.
Now
And you
die,
a
bitch.
straight
Like,
bitch.
Fuck
you
you.
are
And
just
you a
Fuck
full of
straight
you.
shit. That's
bitch.
an evil motherfucker.
No, fuck you.
Evil,
Go die, bitch.
evil, evil, evil. And I'm sorry, I just could not find that button fast enough.
Girl,
But
I'm not thinking about
evil,
going with his corny ass.
evil. I
He's
know
a
you're not.
cornball.
I know
He
you're not.
ain't
But
gonna do
that was
nothing but
just
go live
so
and be mad and be mad and be mad. That's all he
unnecessary.
ever do. He just likes to talk. He don't want nobody else to talk. He don't want to hear that he's the fucking problem. He want everybody else to be the
Exactly.
fucking problem. You bitch ass nigga. Anything you say about me, I don't give a fuck about what you say about me. And that's a
Nothing.
whole ass fact. The only
Right.
reason why I'm here is because of Nikki. And you
And
gonna
I
go live
understand
and
that.
talk about
Exactly.
me, and I don't give a fuck about you. How about that? How about you talk
She
about that?
really don't. She really
How
don't.
about you talk about that? You a whole fucking bitch. How about you talk about all the flaws that you got? And the only reason why I really won't air your bitch ass the fuck out is because I got too much respect for my peoples. But trust and believe, you bitch ass nigga, I could really air you the fuck out. I really could. But I hold the fuck back because I got too much respect for my peoples. But you better watch yourself. And anything you say about me, who cares? Really, at the end of the day, who fucking cares? In my real life, anything that anybody needs to know about me, they fucking know. I don't give a fuck. You corny. You wild corny.
Emotionally
but you won't talk about how your miserable ass is sitting in that fucking house by your motherfucking self all the time. You won't talk about that. I thought you had company coming over tonight. Ain't that what you was popping all that shit about on earlier in your life? You ain't had near chick nor child stop by that house tonight. Probably ain't had nobody stop by there in a long motherfucking time. And we all know why. So let's really, so come on. Let's not do no dirty shit. Okay? Let's not do no dirty shit. Because we can get really, really fucking dirty with you, but we choose really to take the high ground.
Like, really, because it just really could have just stayed about the facts. I mean, he might not have liked what he heard, but at the end of the day,
he don't never like what he hears. That's his problem.
About the situation, it wasn't going personal. Wasn't nobody talking about nobody's personal life off YouTube or this, that, and the other, but just because he couldn't
he's a cornball. Don't nobody care about what Vaughn got to say.
You know, and it's like
take any stock in anything what he has to say. Who cares? Who really cares? He's so fucking dumb that he don't realize that he exposes himself every time he opens his fucking mouth.
Every time
he opens his mouth. Don't nobody have to say nothing about him. He does it to himself. That woman told you, she just like Nikki did. She told you she didn't want to fuck with you no more, and you lost your motherfucking mind. Oh, I'm so embarrassed, and I did this, and I did that. Was what you did was what she refused to do. She wasn't going against her people on the strength of you, but you did it, and you played yourself. Now you look like a fucking clown. That's what you're mad about. I hit a nerve, didn't I, with your bitch ass? You've been a bitch, and I've been saying you was a bitch. And the only reason why I still fuck with that channel is because of these ladies at that channel. Nikki will tell you, I've been done with your motherfucking ass for over a motherfucking year. I don't like you at all.
Right. And which is why I said that on the first live, you out here trying to badmouth me to people who I've been trying to convince to keep giving you a damn chance. Because Jackie has been like, he been out of control. He been fucked up, but I'm here for you all because that's what you all fail to understand is that like we really truly do all have some solid connections with each other, not as a group. I have my relationship with Jackie and Jackie has her relationship with whoever. I have my relationship with Coco, you know, all of that. Like it was never like no group think, but at the end of the day, I can distinguish between who I like and who I dislike, between right and wrong. If some shit is wrong or some shit is headed down the wrong damn way, that's just what the fuck it is.
Right.
You know, but it's like he want to live into a fantasy or whatever, and I just wasn't willing to keep on feeding into the shit.
And ain't nobody willing to keep feeding into that bullshit. He's a fucking clown. And I've been saying this shit for the longest motherfucking time, and I feel so good that you the only fucking reason why I never aired this motherfucking house out before.
Like it's mind blowing. It's like now it's like my eyes just like all of a sudden.
But didn't I tell you though? Once you see it,
like I was just really blocking
you
some
can't
shit.
Unsee the shit.
Right,
you can't unsee the
and
shit.
now it's
Once
like
you see
this motherfucker right here is nuts.
Like you've been a clown. You've been a clown ass nigga, and you online. See, this is the thing about him. See, a lot of people on here. I ain't gonna say a lot, but most of the people
and all of that shit or whatever. But please
have
understand,
real
you only
fucking
got like
lives.
1 or 2 bullets.
He lived here.
Got a whole goddamn bazooka over here. So jump out the window again if you want to do. You know I've been waiting on your ass.
For real. He lives here. This is where he gets his comfort. This is where he gets his entertainment. He don't have no fucking real life.
Nothing.
This nigga has no life at all. His life is on fucking YouTube.
I used to beg this nigga to go outside.
Exactly.
Go
now.
take somebody
Come
out.
On now.
Let this
Come
shit
on
go.
now.
You can't handle it. Take
Come on
break.
now.
And that's what And no offense to any of the mods, but that's what y'all really need to be telling him. Like, this shit is looking like, I don't like the way
Up there dancing and looking like a fucking
like,
clown. You look like a fucking clown. Some old ass nigga in the club. That's what the fuck you look like. An old clown.
Nigga in the club.
An old nigga. A tired ass, no pussy getting ass nigga. That's what you look like.
It's sad. It's sad.
He sleep by himself every motherfucking night. Every night. Ain't nobody fucking with you. Your own family don't even fuck with you. Let's keep it a fucking stack. Your own fucking, and ain't nobody, and see, that's a thing that ain't nobody never even had to tell me. I know this because I see how you move. You are a miserable, lonely ass nigga, and you gonna always be that. You gonna always be that. And you can say what the fuck you want say about me, homeboy, but those two things are definitely.
We all know Jackie don't give a fuck. Jackie don't even be on here. Don't even be on here. Like, seriously. Like, and Jackie, you know, I'm really sorry because you really
you don't have to listen. Listen. Before you say that.
Because I know
you say anything,
ready to dip
you know I don't give a fuck about anything this bitch ass nigga got to say. Because you know what he won't do? He will never say it to my face. How about that? He can put all this shit online. He will pop all this shit online, right? He'll never dart my motherfucking door and say a goddamn thing to my face. You know why? Because it's curtains for his ass if he ever did. He
wouldn't even say the shit on the phone. To this day, after all this shit that he done said, how he done sit up here and lied and said he ain't called me all kind of bitches and hoes. But anywho, to this day, he has never said anything out the way to me on the phone behind the scenes. He wait till he get online to talk shit.
Exactly.
What the fuck? The conversation between night and day. That's why I'm saying, like nigga, play the tape. You talking about you gonna play the tape? Play the tape.
Oh man.
Play that tape.
This dude is so corny. But and I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation, but I get so sick of this nigga. I get so sick of this nigga. Like, I'm so glad I deleted this app off my phone, and you know the only reason why I put this app on my phone today.
Just
tonight.
Know the reason why. Just tonight. I hit up Jackie like, girl, it's going down. Get your ass on YouTube.
And I couldn't wait to see it because I knew this nigga was gonna have a whole mother. Once I got word of what happened, what that lady said, I knew this nigga was gonna have a whole nervous breakdown because he can't handle it. He can't fucking handle it. And the sad part is, she has a right to not want to fuck with you.
Exactly.
She don't have to fuck with you.
That's true.
That's the thing you don't understand. She don't owe you no motherfucking explanations. She don't have to give you no fucking reason. She don't have to do none of that shit. She just don't want to fuck with you. And you had a complete meltdown. Exactly. The same shit he did to you.
I told him, I said, if shit don't work out like you want it to work out, you cannot jump out the window on her because you put yourself into this situation. You forced yourself into that situation. And if she don't return the shit like you want her to, don't go out here and jump out the window. And that's pretty much what he doing.
Playing herself.
That's pretty exactly.
Now you done back yourself in the corner.
It's really kind of fucked up. It's not even anything I'm happy about because I really.
I'm happy about it. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna sit up here and pump fake. I'm happy to the motherfucker because he deserve it. He deserve everything he dished the fuck out. He deserve it. This the type shit he dish out. So karma is a bitch, and that bitch she darts on. She not going. Everybody do it. Everybody, me, you, anybody, everybody, and she ain't done. And guess what? It ain't over.
I don't know. It's just now starting.
It's not fucking over.
I can wait on this. Talking about some why Nikki ain't seeing nothing because I knew this shit was just now getting started. Yeah, y'all ain't seen shit yet.
A pathetic ass nigga. You pathetic fucking bum. You bitch ass bum ass nigga. I swear to God, yo. This nigga he's a waste of fucking space. I ain't never seen a nigga this fucking bummy in my whole motherfucking life.
Oh, Lord.
Grown ass motherfucking man who gets on YouTube and screams and shouts and bitch this and bitch that. Nigga, don't you get tired? Don't you want to cut somebody? Don't you want to rub up on somebody's leg or kiss somebody on the cheek or something?
No, he gets off on this shit. He gets off on this shit. And that's why I say, like, I'm trying to direct him. Like, okay, you want to have some energy, you want to go hard at some goddamn body, okay, go hard at some of these goddamn pedophiles and shit over here. These niggas over here
I
talking to
told you,
teenagers and shit.
he
Go
can't do
hard
that.
at them.
You know why
But
he can't do that? Because he don't really have no confidence. He's all
Right.
bark and no bite.
Right.
He don't have no confidence. His
That's when
confidence
I
is in the
realized that,
fucking
you
basement.
know, when
His
you
confidence
said
is in the fucking basement. Anybody
you
who
said
sit up and
false
pick,
masculinity, and I think
yes,
it was like, damn, that shit just like
he,
a ding in
is-
my head. Like,
he
damn.
has no
So,
idea what it's like to be a real man. No clue whatsoever. And you know why? Because once his masculinity got challenged, instead of him saying, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna defend myself. Up to a certain point, it was understandable because they was calling him all kinds of faggots and this, that, and other thing, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
it
We
was
had
up to a certain point, it was
7%.
understandable, right? But then, nigga, you just went crazy with it. Like you was hollering at every fucking one. You was screaming on all the females and
It wasn't
talking bad
making
about
no
everything.
sense.
You was being so malicious. It was like you was trying to make yourself look like a man. But how? How are you making yourself look like a man acting the way you act?
And I told his ass, one of the last conversations that we had when we was on good terms, this is a bigger community with more women, a lot of women. You cannot just be sitting here talking aggressively to every woman you have a disagreement with. You got women that's done been through shit. You triggering folks, this, that, and the other. That's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be accepted. You know.
And a lot of these females we don't fuck with. That's a fact. We didn't like and don't fuck with. But you out of pocket.
And he want to blame it all on Five. Like, no, nigga, this is about you and your actions and the shit that came out your
and see, that's another thing. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. That's the real reason why I came up here. How did you ever expect this woman to really show you any kind of loyalty when you talked about her like a junkyard motherfucking dog? Any woman worth her salt on this earth is never gonna let you rock with that.
I don't know how the hell you prove loyalty by being disloyal.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you even thinking?
Exactly.
Talking about some, we seen it coming. You should have. I told you this shit months ago.
You know he say that dumb shit every time something happens. We seen it. We seen it. We seen you ain't seen shit.
Him and he ignored the shit and went and did it anyway. That's what really doesn't happen.
He don't see shit. He don't have no type of discernment whatsoever. He's a weirdo.
No discernment. None.
None, not a fucking ounce.
And then you can't
and
tell
now you're gonna sit up and try to slam
because
you don't have you.
Y'all think this the first time he done accused us of being jealous?
Right.
Damn near anybody that come around. You know, yeah, like jealous of what? Like, nigga, we out here trying to help your ass. And then this is how you act?
And that's not a slight on her. Not that she's not, she's a beautiful woman.
Oh,
and I think she's funny as shit. But what I'm saying is,
that was just a different name. We have been through that situation.
Yeah, like a million fucking times. Don't nobody give a fuck.
I told him, it's like this is a repetitive.
It don't have shit to do with these other women. It's you, nigga. You the foul nigga.
Right.
You the one that's foul. And you've proven it over. You expect us to be loyal to you when you've been disloyal time and time and time and time and time again. How much more did you expect anybody to take? You kick Mel's back in like a fucking dog. You kick Miss Betty's back in like a fucking dog to a complete fucking stranger. Nigga, I stopped fucking with you then.
Yep. And that was about 2 years ago.
That shit was you was completely out of pocket for that shit. Completely out of pocket.
Yeah, that's when the first round of mods left. See, people ain't peeping game or whatever. Because truth be told, I've been dipping in and out for like sometimes weeks at a time all year long. And truth be told, PJ dipped out before I did. Other people done left. Like you never realize how many. I didn't realize how many people had left until I had my first live. It was like everybody came out the boondocks. Like people I hadn't seen in the chat for like 2 years, but it's like, so you can't say, and it wasn't even just mods. It was also just people that used to steadily be in the chat. So you can't just say it was us. And, I know it might have been a situation with the mod sticks or this, that, and the other, and he wants to blame so much on Coco. Look, let me tell y'all can, of course, believe whatever y'all want to believe, but Coco didn't do that man no wrong. Coco did not get in my head and try to turn me against him or none of that shit, because keep in mind, I was already gone. By the time Coco was upset with me because I wasn't answering her phone calls. I wasn't even talking to Coco. By the time I talked to Coco, I was already gone.
And hey, bitch, nigga, just because you keep saying, you keep forgetting to mention this. I noticed whenever you say Nikki came back around. Nikki came back around because I talked to Nikki. Nikki didn't talk to no fucking body else but me. And I never said nothing to your bitch ass because I didn't want you to know that I talked to her. I just wanted to make sure sis was okay. I didn't give a fuck about how you felt. Period.
Yep. Your exact words was, Nikki, do what you want, but if you choose not to go, I understand. Those were your exact words. And it's like, dude, you got to take some type of accountability for this shit. Like, seriously, I'm not finna sit there and I'm not even finna hear and hold your ass. Like, I'm not finna take no baseless ass, pointless ass apology when you really don't even believe you did anything wrong. You can tell how he act, just like that comment has said. He think he can Billy D his way into any goddamn thing, and the shit is really quite insulting.
It's corny, hot.
Right, it's like, nigga, like, who the fuck you think you is? Like, at the end of the day, you really just another nigga on YouTube. Like, let's just keep this shit 100. Like, I liked him and all. He was cool. He funny as hell. Funny. Like, I never think that shit.
I had mad love for Vaughn. I had mad love for Vaughn. I had mad love for that nigga. We all had mad love for him. But slowly but surely, he started showing his true colors. And it is what the fuck it is. Bitch, don't nobody, we don't owe you shit. Nobody owes you shit. If we sat on here for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week talking about you, who gives a fuck? Because we ain't shit, remember? Right. I'm dying. Nikki ain't shit. You know what I mean? We all ain't shit. So why do you care so much?
Out on nothing, you know.
You know why you care so much, nigga? Because you know these people know that we telling the truth. So you sit up and tell a bunch of lies, but they know we telling the truth, and it's eating your motherfucking ass up.
And half of them over there know we telling the truth too. Y'all need to tell his ass, because he really out here looking crazy.
Looking like a fucking
looking crazy. Sit there telling him that man didn't take no accountability today. None.
Sounds stupid as hell.
Yeah, so
like that woman owe you an explanation for not wanting to fuck with you. Half the people on YouTube don't want to fuck with you. You know these real men that you try to talk to, you know, getting their circles and shit. They don't want to fuck with your bitch ass either because you a bitch.
Right. Well,
you couldn't handle that. So you couldn't handle them circles, you know. Motherfuckers tried to get you in position. You couldn't handle that.
Yeah, I definitely started looking at him sideways when he didn't respond back to Kwame. Like,
right,
dude. You know, not like I'm trying to encourage any type of drama or whatever, but like this is a man that's calling you out. You know, y'all having a conversion or whatever. Like, you gonna ignore that to go argue with a bunch of women? Like, nigga, that shit ain't cool.
He told he ain't have shit to say about Kwame anyway. He ain't have no right to dress the man in the first place.
Well, true.
Stay in your motherfucking lane. That ain't got shit to do with you.
Child.
But he don't know how to do that. He think it's his. Like you some fucking authority. Get a life. And then maybe you can be an authority on something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have a fucking real life. Your real life is right here on this internet. That's all you got. And that's pathetic.
And he's addicted.
Man, your age. He's sitting on YouTube
addicted
for hours. You were on live for how many hours earlier? And now you back on live again. Talking about somebody
is he over there throwing the
talk about you. Addressing somebody that don't give a fuck about you. I'll never see a word you said.
I'm telling you.
I'll never
watch that shit. I swear. You can say whatever you want to say, dox all you want to dox, do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, you know, your feelings just hurt. You just embarrassed, and you should be. Like, that's just really what it is. Like, nobody's even trying to tear this nigga down. Like, for real. Like, really just keeping it 100 about what's been going on and how things went down. But he can't even handle that conversation. Like, because he can't even just be honest about it. You know, and that's what's so frustrating. And it's like, I know he's been calling me damn near every day, ever since things went crazy. You know, He's on
Not
block, but
sympathetic.
I can still see my block list. So like,
Right.
you get up here and then try to make it seem as though like, you know, you ain't fucked up and you ain't lost a big thing and this, that, and the other. Like, you still calling other folks trying to get me to call you and talk to you and this, that, and the other. And why would I do that when you sitting here recording phone calls? And as soon as somebody say some shit you don't like, then you threatening to play it, and then don't even play the shit. After you done sit there and made this old bullshit ass narrative up on it. And just telling flat out lies.
Exactly.
Flat out lies.
Exactly.
And it's really just kind of sad. It really is.
Honey, kinda ain't the motherfucking word. It's all the way sad.
Right.
It's all the way sad that a grown ass man that age, supposed to be mature, you want to sit up and act like you so fucking mature. I admit that in a minute that I'm a piece of work. I'm not above reproach. I'll say that shit in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But you so great and grand, and you got all this status. You know what, bruh? I could blast you. I could really fucking blast you. But I'm letting you live. Just know that I could blast you though. And if I ever get the word, you done so. You all the way done. You all the way fucking done. You'll never be able to show your face on YouTube again.
Tell him again. I said it on my first live that, dude, like, you just don't know. Like, we really just been protecting
nice
on some shit that, like, you don't even know about. Like, the shit just so terrible that I couldn't even fix my mouth to even say. I was too ashamed to even tell him about the shit. You know, like, just all kind of things. And then not even this what you talking about. I know what you talking about, but it's like so much, like, he walking around this motherfucker like he unfuckwittable, not knowing that he's very much.
And I know he probably over there on some, leave me alone. Leave
me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone. Like, bitch, you don't scare nobody with that goofy ass shit. Don't nobody care about that stupid shit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say whenever I feel like saying it.
And that's the thing. Like, you can't sit here and bully nobody on this shit because ain't nobody caught up in this shit like you do. Like, at the end of the day, like, I really don't. Like, I try to be cool with whoever try to be cool with me or whatever. But hell, I ain't gonna never see half of these people ever in my fucking life. I'm not out here trying to sell my soul out here for a click and a goddamn view. I mean, I like it. I appreciate it. I like YouTube for what it could be. But at the same time, this shit just be so damn negative all the time. Like, I've always promised myself not to get too caught up in this damn shit. Anytime I feel like I'm getting too caught up, I fall back. I think that's the healthy approach. And I used to tell him that, like, dude, like, you need to take some time, get away. But he is sucked all the way up. And it's just really crazy to see. And I know it's always been there, and Jackie, you and others have been telling me, but to see it all play out, like, this nigga has really jumped out the window with no parachute, none. Because I know he don't think anybody's fucked up about any type of dragon or anything like that, because it ain't shit that he can say about us or anybody else.
This is the thing.
That he got a today.
He can say whatever he want to say about me, right? But at the end of the day, right, just like I said about that other situation with that female, you make yourself look like a fucking clown. You don't make me look stupid, because in my real life, anything that there is to know about me, my people's, my real family, friends, whatever, they know it about me. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody on YouTube.
Jackie, you definitely one of the realest I know. For sure.
That's a fact.
For sure. And, you know, that's one thing I can say. Like, we was straight up. You know, y'all ain't gotta like us or agree with everything that we've done. Ain't nobody asking for no sympathy. Ain't nobody trying to be no victim or this, that, and the other. But we really did care about him, the platform.
Right.
We tried to make it go in the right direction. We tried to get him to climb to higher levels in a more positive direction.
But the nigga was scared. He's still scared. That's why he like being in the beef sector and all this beef and all this bullshit, because he cannot deal with real issues in real life. He can't. He can't. If it ain't got some drama intertwined in it, he don't want no parts of it because that's what he know. And he like to stick with what he know. He talking about other people growing. Nigga, you ain't grown in 3 fucking years. If anything, you went backwards. Now let's talk about that.
And you know, look, I really don't even know what to say at this point. Like, because at this point, you're doing it to yourself. Like, seriously, because at the end of the day, nobody did anything to him. We didn't arrange no coup and we all left at the same time. That's not how that shit went on. That's not how it went on. And if every mod was honest, he would know that. But the way it played out, it made it seem like, you know, I was the only person with a problem, you know, and Jackie and Coco pour gas on the fire. That is not how that shit went down. Everybody,
that's what you were saying?
Yeah, that's what because you ain't been on here.
You know.
Yeah, you ain't been on here. So, you know, it just
Baby, if I was pouring gas on the fire, I've been pouring the gas on the fire for about 2 years.
Child, they don't know.
That gas ain't never worked. So that shit ain't have nothing to do with me. I just told my sis I'm gonna support her no matter the fuck what. If she wanna leave, leave. If you want to stay, fucking stay. I'm gonna rock out. I don't give a fuck. But you're not gonna disrespect her, and you're not gonna come with her and motherfucking panel talking spicy and over talking her like this is your motherfucking panel. Now wait a minute. Hold on. No, you don't get to fucking do that over here. You do that on your shit.
Misdirecting the damn conversation and shit. No, I asked you about this shit you were saying to all these mods behind my damn back. Like, this ain't got nothing. It don't have anything to do with anybody else. It really don't. It just so happened that was going on around the same time.
Right.
I fought him because Five Babe Nation, they don't owe us shit. We don't expect nothing from them. You know, do what y'all do. And I'm sure her people gonna be protective of her. We were supposed to be protective of him, you know, like, but it wasn't never anything personal. It was just like, damn, just move a little wiser. You out here wilding out. It's not a good look. So, I mean, that's all that was really said about that. And it's like, okay, well, whatever. We done told you this shit 1,001 times. You're going to do what you're going to do anyway. So go ahead and do it. But at the end of the day, it was issues deeper than that. And that's all I want to say. And the reason why I went live is, for one, hell, if everybody else have a commentary, why the fuck
you can do what the fuck you want to do.
Right. About some shit that I'm actually involved in. And I think I have been very good. Very.
Extremely.
I have tried to be on my bestest behavior. And I didn't have to be. Because I owed him to go upside his damn head. But it wasn't even about that for me. Because I'm already knowing that how you do shit, it's just going to come back to you. Like, I don't have to do anything. It wasn't nothing I could have said. Well, it probably is. Yeah. But what happened to him earlier, like, that's what he got. That's what he asked for. And that's what he deserved. And I just feel that he should be man enough to take responsibility for his role in that. He did throw his mods up under the bus. And he was trying to prove some loyalty by being disloyal. And it's those actions that was the problem, not necessarily the people that was involved. Period.
Exactly.
And me doing this live was to address his apology. Like, dude, like, I don't know if you plan or not, or if you think you can spin me around, or if you think you can change how the hell I feel when I know exactly what I'm upset about and why I left and all of that. But, you know, you want to keep on pushing this old bullshit ass narrative. Like, no, you know. So I offered him a chance to talk about it. And really, the conversation kind of went how I thought it was going to be, because he can't be himself in front of folks. We could have had this same conversation, all three of us, on the back of the phone. He would have sat there and been quiet while we said whatever the hell we needed to say. Period. He wouldn't have said shit. He would have been like, oh, you right. Just like when he first came up here. I ain't never call you no bitch.
Liar.
What?
You know, I never even heard him say it, but I know that's his go-to now. Then.
Oh yeah, because the last time when I had a conversation with his ass and he told me, I was like, why are you sitting up here telling these people that I'm jealous? I was trying to control your platform. I'm the reason why certain people are not here. When if you felt like that, why you didn't come to me and say any of that? You ain't never said no shit like that to me. And his response was, I ain't say none of that. I ain't never said none of that. And pretty much tried to blame it on you and Coco. And he didn't say anything to me. You know, nothing disrespectful and this, that, and the other.
So I guess
I didn't heard this
and
shit.
I hate to bring sis' name up. So if she's listening, I hate to bring your name up. So I guess the issue that you said that Nikki and Natural had, I pulled that out the crack of my ass because I don't know nothing about that shit, and I know for damn sure you told me. And the thing about Nikki being a troll and having 100 different troll accounts, I guess I pulled that out my ass because I ain't know nothing about that shit either.
Right, which is highly untrue. Highly untrue. Any account I be under has my picture and my name. And I have like 3 or 4 because I have 3 or 4 Gmails that I've had all for a very long damn time. No, I don't have to troll. I say what I want to say with my chest. I don't go behind nobody's back and say shit. Never have, never will. You know, and he know that. But the thing about it is while he was telling Jackie that, I was off minding my business. I hadn't even been in the chat, hadn't talked to nobody or nothing. So he doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that, okay, I had left. He went from, hey, y'all, call Nikki, tell her to call me, tell her to come back, this, that, and the other, to when I wasn't answering anybody phone calls, then it was, you know, fuck her. She's the reason why people don't be in the chat, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, he ain't never said nothing bad to me. I ain't never said nothing bad to him. I didn't leave on bad terms. I just fell back. That's it. But then I get a phone call, and Jackie just told you what he was telling her. But she wasn't the only one. I got phone calls from 3 other people. That nigga had spent the whole day on the phone talking to mods, trying to get them to turn against me.
And not to mention the fact that I was leaving the motherfucking hospital with my son when you called me talking about some bullshit YouTube shit.
Right. They didn't even ask about your child or nothing.
Nothing.
And it's like, damn, nigga, that's fucked up because literally all I did was fall back for whatever reason. Okay, he can believe for whatever reason he wanted to. Okay, you want to tell people to lay down and get down? Well, shit, I had already moved the fuck on already. Right. And so did other mods. You know, but he started talking spicy in every live, trying to make it seem like it's such a big
to antagonize somebody. So he
he was trying to. When you go back and listen at them lies, he was trying to make it a us against them situation. He liked to play women against each other, and that's fucked up. It's fucked up. You can't be doing that shit. And everything is. He want to make it seem like everything is about him. Everybody in love with him. Everybody want him. And all this goddamn shit.
Well, like they say over in the beef sector, we ain't going. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants you.
Terrible. You know, terrible. All he had to do was just have a conversation, but he couldn't even take it. His ears couldn't even take hearing, you know, somebody else's perspective. Then he done wigged the fuck out. I'm steady pressing mute. He unmuting himself. But let me had did that on his panel, or anybody did that shit on his panel. He'd have kicked them out, cussed them out, this, that, and the other. But he think he can go to everybody else's panel and do what he wants. That was another thing I was telling him. Stop going to people's panels because you don't know how to act. Every time you go to somebody's panel, the shit blow up. And then we sitting there looking at
authority to say and do what the fuck he want to do, and he don't.
Right.
Just like you want people to respect your panel, you got to respect other people's shit. That's why I never went nowhere caping for that nigga. Never. You ain't never seen me in not one motherfucking chat caping for that nigga. Never, ever in life. Right. And you would never, because I caught him out there going on other people's channels. And when he would mention them in the chat, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Because at the time I didn't really know shit about YouTube.
Right,
so I go check it out. And this dumb nigga over there on the panel getting spicy and popping shit and then getting back on his channel like they did something to him. No, nigga, you out here starting all kinds of dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Shit that didn't make no damn sense. It was just unnecessary. And the thing about it is, when we did have a conversation about the so-called merge, the understanding that I had is that he was going to be neutral. It never was a discussion about, oh, we finna merge up with such and such. That kind of just happened. You know, that it never was no discussion. That's why Brown Skin didn't know not to block her, because hell, she didn't even know that they were cool again. It wasn't but what, 2-3 months ago they was going at it. Everybody didn't even know that they were trying to be cool. Didn't everybody know that he had been going to her chat and stuff? It wasn't never anything to be announced. So when he made that swift attitude change and aggression, you know, it's like, oh damn, what the hell all this shit coming from? And you know, and that's just coming from conversations that I had from people that were actually there then, because as I said, whenever rent shit was going on, I wasn't really there. But the last thing I just really want to clear up is just, especially you and Coco. I think Coco has been really mistreated in this situation. Coco has never tried to turn me against ZX. I've heard him say that. That was not the case. Coco really is a very sweet-hearted lady. Like, she's not the type of person that's just going to be getting gutter, ratchet, and this, that, and the other. So that's why I asked him the last time we talked, when she wanted to come on the panel and say her little piece about, you know, what they had said about the mods. I don't understand why he just didn't let her say her piece, because she's really not an aggressive type of person. She's a very professional, well-articulated lady. So to just like shut her down as if she was starting some shit is crazy. When I hope everybody understands that he was the one who pointed out what people in Fi's chat said about the ZX mods. Coco didn't even know about it. That so-called list or something, this is what nobody's knowing. And every time we tried to say it, or Coco tried to say it, that's when he started attacking her and shit.
That's what he do.
He's literally trying to bully us.
He don't want to hear the truth. He don't want to hear the truth. He want to hear everything he believes. What he say, he want to hear his truth. He don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah. And she didn't even know nothing about the shit. She didn't know nothing about, because like we all still new over here. Didn't none of us come from here. I know people keep saying that. I did not come from Five Babes chat or anything like that. I came from the country sector. I didn't come from Nature Boy. I came from the country sector. But she did not know. Somebody had made a comment saying that the mods were being rude or some shit like that. And when I talked to him about that on the back end, I told him straight up, I think you the one wrote that comment on the list. Because I found it real particular that they named out me, you, PJ, and Cynthia. Yeah, said that we was rude and that we didn't ever speak to anybody, and we were being given the Babe Nation mods a hard time. Somebody wrote that on the list.
Not true. Anybody that's being real, that's really being honest,
right?
They know that we're always welcoming. We've always been welcoming, even when it's people we don't fuck with like that. We don't let them get attacked. We've always been like that. So you know that's a damn lie.
We've always kept very respectful and tried to make the environment friendly. If anybody got out of pocket, that's different. Yeah, that's different. But for the most part, we didn't let people get attacked and all that shit or be rude to folks in the chat. That it just wasn't. When I heard about it, it's like that's like these women ain't even like that. So for him to even be twirling this perception around is fucked up. And he can't say, he was like, the mods making a big deal out the mod sticks. No, you were. You were the only one with a mic. How was the mods making a big deal out of the mod sticks when the mods,
we never gave a fuck about no mods?
Ain't nobody gave a fuck about that shit, right?
We never gave a fuck about no mod sticks. You was always the one jumping out the window, giving people sticks, right? And then when they do you dirty, you come back and be like, they told, I should have listened. No, nigga, it's you. You. Take responsibility for you. Take responsibility. You the one who put in place, well, from now on, I guess you called yourself trying to appease us, and we didn't give a fuck. Oh, right. Well, from now on, we gonna take a vote. You said that. We didn't tell you nothing about no fucking vote because we didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a fuck. Because we already knew what it was. Like if you know we're supposed to give a vote, or people supposed to be in the chat for a certain amount of time, why is you just I want to nominate, just as soon as somebody say one thing he like, and it ain't no shade to nobody else, but if you're gonna set some rules, stick to the goddamn rules.
Right.
You know, but he just gets excited real fast and don't think down the damn road. All he think about is what's going on now. And what can he get out of the situation for now, not understanding that he need to look at the whole goddamn situation to make the best plays. But you know, you can't tell him shit and it ain't no longer my problem. Like people still be, you going back? Hell no. You know how stress-free I feel?
Exactly.
Like I literally don't have no more responsibilities. Like I was stressed out, didn't even know I was stressed out until I left. I was like, shit, I can actually breathe. Right. I ain't gotta worry about this damn phone. At one point, my phone was ringing off the hook. I always made myself available. Always.
Right. And that's too much.
Or anybody. You know, just trying to make this shit, just trying to do the right thing because I done committed to the shit and just trying to, you know, see it out. But, you know, fucking myself off in the process or whatever. And, you know, like, but when I saw that the loyalty had been broke, it was like, oh shit, fuck that. Ain't nothing left. Like that's it.
Yeah, ain't nothing. He is who he is. I'm glad the one that I knew it, I know it, and I'm glad that y'all know it. And
like you said, you've always been trying to tell us, but you never tried to push or force.
No, I ain't trying to force nobody to do shit. But I'm damn sure gonna say what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Nigga, you's a phony ass nigga. You ain't never been loyal to no fucking body. And that's why you a miserable, lonely nigga. And you gonna stay that. And I put my word on that. You gonna stay that because you a hateful, evil nigga. So be that. You can talk all the shit you want to talk about. Me, Nikki, Coco, whoever the fuck you want to talk about. But guess what it don't do? It don't change your circumstance. You still miserable. And you still lonely. And you still by your fucking self. And you still ain't shit. That's still you. And you still putting up a facade that you know that we know ain't real. You know that we know it ain't real. But see, you won't talk about that.
Child. See, you know, but I don't know why he think he can say whatever he want to say, and then can't nobody else say what the hell they want to say. Like that's not how that shit works.
We know you. We see you.
Because truth be told, like I don't even know what the hell he mad about. Like at the end of the day, we the ones that ought to be motherfucking mad. Like, but I'm not even tripping off that shit. But if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it.
And I'm not mad. I just got pissed off because I knew it.
Then he should have just jumped off the conversation. He should have just jumped off. It wasn't no need in you know, sitting there trying to badmouth somebody that ain't did nothing. Jackie ain't did nothing but gave this man but some support. That's all. Even though she wasn't all the way.
I don't give a fuck what Vaughn say about me, child.
Right.
You know that.
Right. But it's just messed up because I know from talking to everybody on the back end that everybody really tried to want the best for him. Everybody really tried to make him see, you know, it's better ways of doing shit, not to try to control him, but just for his own good. It's like watching this nigga just self-destruct and he don't even see it.
Yeah.
He don't even see it. And if y'all care about him,
when we all had that conversation, he was going to do it to himself. Nobody never had to say nothing
Yep.
about him or to him. I told y'all that then. He's going
Yeah.
to hang his fucking self. And damn if this bitch ain't out here dangling.
Yep. It's true. It's true. You know, but it is what it is. So I'm getting ready to shut it down. You know, we've
All right,
had
love.
enough excitement for today. But
I'm
I
about to.
definitely appreciate you and your support.
I love you, boo.
I love you too.
All right. I'll
I
talk to
think
you later.
I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
Sure enough.
All
All right, bye.
right, night night. Um, yeah, I really wasn't planning on it going that way, you know, but I think, you know, it just is what it is at this point. Definitely tried to you know, just keep it about what the real issues were. Not try to take it personal, not try to, you know, badmouth anybody's character or anything like that, but just actually discuss what the hell went on. You know, but some people, you know, can't do it. So it is what it is. And with that, thank you all for stopping by and stay out on the lookout for Analyzing with Nikki Pope. See y'all later.